Good morning, people. It's overcast, it's cool. I'm on a great debate now. I know I said I'm gonna go to my old spot this time. So, what should I do? I'm gonna keep walking and make a decision as I go. Yeah. Quite cold out this morning. It's okay for walking, I'm still warm. But it's after cooling right down. This entire week has been wet and cold. You can see all the water starting to build up again. Look at that. That should be dry this time of year. You can still hear a river running over here. That shouldn't be running this time of year. That's just how wet it is. Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna get moving again because I'm sweating. That wind is cold. It's making me cold. Just stood here even though I'm sweating. I'll get back with you in a little bit. When I make a decision on where I'm gonna go. Well, now I'm here. Where is here? Here is this place. It's starting to grow in. As you can see, my canopy is all off again. The wind was really bad down through here, like I said, the past couple of days. So, yeah, I'm just going to stay here and clean this up a bit, I think. I may even... Well, I think the first thing I'll do is start a little fire. Get that going. There's already some mosquitoes getting around. That'll take care of them. This place is not getting maintenance enough. It's not getting used enough. That's the problem with it. And I'm not too concerned about using up the wood that I got here because I don't know when I'm going to be back again. So what I think I'm going to do is take a lot of the plastic and that with me today when I leave. Get rid of it. That way it's not cluttering up this little bit of woods. Because there's some old plastic there on the ground. And that canopy, I don't know if I'm going to fix it or if I'm just going to take the plastic off. That I haven't decided on yet, but the old garbage bags and that little shelter thing over there, I'll leave the bed because that's just on the ground. I'll leave my benches, fire pit. Yeah, I'm just going to clean it up a bit. That's all. It's one of the little cardboard fire starters. They're soaked in like wax or something like that. That's a wax. All you do is you light the end and that'll burn for quite a while. So I'm in no mad rush. It's always good to have your kindling and that ready ahead of time anyway, obviously. But with this little brick, you've got a little bit of time to get stuff. So you're not panicked. A lot of this wood is wet and damp because, like I said, my canopy didn't work. So everything's, my canopy broke. So everything's a little bit wet and damp. And like I said, I am not concerned about using up all this wood here today. Just simply because I'm not 100% sure on when I'm going to get back. I got bundles of string to take out of here. But like, look at this. That's wet. Like spongy wet. Waterlogged wet. So I'm just going to work on this fire for a bit. Get that going. Get it established a bit, and then I won't worry about burning this wet wood because it'll burn anyway. Still just poking away at the fire. Haven't decided on what I'm fully doing with this place yet. This is where I got my foot back in the door for going out and doing this stuff. So it's kind of hard to just let it go, you know? I do enjoy coming just here because it's half close in retrospective to where my new camp is to. So I think maybe I'll just start fixing up some of this. And I may let my cousin know where this place is because this is on the way to a spot where he goes all the time. But I don't believe he knows about this spot. So he'll probably come here and use it too. That being said, I'm not worrying about leaving firewood here today. I'm just going to use and burn it up because it's all wet and damp. So it all kind of needs to go. I'll put the canopy back on, tie it back down. A couple of things I might change a little bit. This fire is starting to go really good now. So yeah, I'm just throwing on little sticks. What I'm doing here now, because the top keeps coming off, is I'm adding a cross beam over top of the boughs that I put on top of here. That should help to hold the boughs on and the plastic from blowing off of the sun. Hopefully. Now let's see if that holds on any better. It definitely should. Alrighty. Sit next to the fire for another few minutes because a little bit chilly. Got my fire going good. I got I have a steak there that I'm gonna cook later for dinner or something like that. And I may put on a baked potato with it. I may just have Mr. Noodles with it. I haven't decided yet. So I'll sit and relax now for a little bit. Get a little bit toasty by the fire. Like I said, originally I had planned to come and just assess this place and see what it would be like. And it's still a nice spot, it's still just as good as it was. It does need some work. Just because I haven't been here all year. My canopy and that did stay up. However, the top came off, which I hope I have remedied now. Hopefully. But we'll just take it as it comes. Like I said, there's not a lot of building material here. There's not a lot of stuff, not like in my other camp where I could go in. There's mad amounts of trees to build stuff. There's very little here to work with in this spot. Like what I have made is pretty much the limits of what I can make in this spot. Like it's all open, there's no trees up this way. There's some trees down this way, but they're all live. There's not no deadfall or nothing like that other than the ones I cut off to make the bed out of. And they're like big trees. But there's not enough of them. The size is not the issue, it's the amount. There's not enough of them to make anything substantial out of. I could get a couple of posts. That's about it. Like this is a string and tarp area. Yep. This is a good little spot for setting up my tent. Spending the night. Well, all I've been doing is sitting here and splitting up some wood. It's all the bigger pieces of birch that I had laying around. They burn better like that than they will as logs. Obviously. Right. But, like I said, today is mostly just a relaxation day. Yep. No major projects to do. My next trip I am definitely going to my new camp my next bunch of trips, I would imagine. I'm gonna unpack some of my stuff there now. Take out my food bag and probably get my pot net out and lay it down, and I'll bring my hammock. I may set that up in a little bit. Like I said, I wasn't sure where I was going. I was thinking I might go all the way out and set my hammock up down in my new camp and relax down there, but I did say on my last video that I was going to come here and check this out and see what needed to be done with it. Like I said, I'm not putting a whole lot of work into this right now, because what I have done is pretty much the limits of the construction I can do unless I cut down live trees, which I really don't want to do. But this is about the limits of what I can do with what's available. So this is just going to be come sit and relax, take it easy, you know, what I'm doing today. Yep. Just look at this. Look at how well this is going now. It's going to be an excellent bed of coals there too to cook on. So yeah, that's my daily day plan today. I'm going to sit here now and put a couple of big logs on that, I think, and alrighty, it's about that time of day. I'm going to make a cup of tea. Get out this smoke, holy crap. Yep, I'm going to make a little cup of tea. I got my canteen of water here I can use. I always bring an extra canteen with me just in case something happens to the jug of water, because you never know. Somebody could come along and dump it all out on me. Somebody could come along and drink it all. Could fall down and break. Hasn't fell down in over a year, but that doesn't mean it can't. So yeah, I'm gonna make me a cup of tea there now, and Now, it's just to let that boil. I'll get my cup and that ready. And my tea bag and that all put in. That shouldn't take too long. There's a nice bed of hot coals underneath there, so it shouldn't take very long at all. I'll get the cover put back on my water before I spills it. Now all I have to do is add water. It is rather cold today though. My back has got quite a chill on it, I must say. Like I'm almost regretting not taking my heavier jacket with me. Now I've just been sitting around here, the fire is keeping me warm. If I was doing stuff, that would make all the difference in the world. I wouldn't be cold by no means. And I wouldn't have to worry about tending to the fire because I wouldn't be cold. Oh, my water is boiling now. Watch this. I can hear it. Look at that. Like all the golfers says, it's tea time. That was bad, I know. That was really bad, I know. You definitely don't need to worry about fire traveling anywhere today. Just going to start putting a couple of sticks on at a time. Maybe they'll burn up. The big log I had put there in the middle, that's all gone now. I'm just looking to see if I got another sizable one. I got a great big one there, but I don't know. I don't know if that one will completely burn up. Once this burns off a bit, maybe I'll throw it on anyway. Maybe I'll do that now, actually. And use the littler ones I got to burn around it. And by the time that burns down, that's a big hunk of wood. That'll definitely be there until at least dinner time. I don't know if that's going to burn or not. Look at this. That's just crazy. That would have been big enough. But that's my splitting stick. It might burn down. I'll just keep poking little ones underneath it. Like in there and over on the sides. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, that's just foolish putting that on there like that, right? But I'm okay with it. Let's see how this is coming out. Yeah, just gonna walk around and pick up a few little sticks that are around for my fire. I figured out one of the other reasons why this spot is not as good as my other one. It's because of those little buggers. I don't know if you can see them. But wasps. And there seems to be like a lot of them around here. I don't like wasps, not in the least bit. Anyway, I'm just gonna go and pick up a few little sticks and throw on this fire. Let's go for a little walk. Stuff like this. It's soaking really bad. We had a lot of rain the past little while. I'm just going to keep doing this. Throwing them on the fire. Break them up, throw them on the fire. Maybe scare away the wasps. Hopefully. I was looking for some little dead wood laying around. I found a birch tree. A couple of them actually. They were nice and dead standing. So I cut them down. Cut them up into little chunks. Now I'm just going to sit here and baton them down a bit. Throw them under as I need them. Add them to my wood pile here. So here's what I got from that little bit of wood that I showed you earlier. Right. Whole lot of splits there. I still got this here, plus I've been adding to the fire. So I'm good for the next wall, which means I'm gonna sit up here for a little bit now. Oh. Worked up a little bit of a sweat cutting up that wood. Like I said, this is about it for what I'm doing today. There's not much else that I'm going to be at. May gather another little bit of wood and process it up if I need to. I don't think I'll need to. Still got lots of little bits of wood laying around here that I can burn up. I do like this spot. It looks really nice. Like, look at this. I gotta get that rain collector out of there. It's just ferns and forest. Same when you look out there. It's just ferns and forest. So yeah, it is a nice looking spot. And I think I'm gonna have one more camp here before it's all said and done. Like I said, that day I'll just be set up my tent and collect firewood for the night. That's all it's gonna be. Here comes my helicopter again. Can't see him. Certainly hear him though. Yeah, like I said, it's only a minute or two to get a little pile of wood. Nothing major, obviously, but that's just a couple of sticks that old dead limbs I cut off of a birch tree and one dogwood tree. So it doesn't take a whole lot here to get a bit of firewood going. Down here. Get off me. Probably a mosquito. Look at this. Yeah, that's the big one there. And there, it's all on fire and burning. It was a bit wet coming here this morning. This would have been a good day to end up all the way down to my other camp, but I'm glad I came here. It's very quiet here today, for some reason. there's not as many birds singing or nothing. Nothing to do with the cold, maybe. Well, it's soon going to be dinner time. That is, it's soon going to be time for me to get something to eat because I'm starting to get hungry. I've mostly just been sat here today. Not much of a video, I know, but this is one of the things that I like to do when I'm out here, is just sit and relax. It's nice to just get away, not have to worry about anything. Eventually, down at my main camp, it's going to be more like this. It's just going there to relax and take it easy for the day. I'll have a stockpile of firewood. It'll be fully enclosed in. I won't have to worry about nothing. If it rains, it rains. That's my goal for that place too, is to be able to just go there and not have to do anything. Light a fire, sit back, relax, stoke the fire and tend to it all day. I said that's enjoyable for me. It's not for everybody. I will be doing more build stuff and possibly camping out with my tarps and just sleeping on the ground with a fire. But that's yet to come. Like I said, for now, this is what I want to do. Yeah, so I just piled a whole bunch of stuff on here again. I'm going to let that burn down. And when that burns down and it's less smoky, then I'm going to cook my steak. Yeah, so I decided on using a stick to cook my steak. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to skin this off down to about here and flatten it a bit and point the top so I can stick my steak on it. This is a green little elder bush. Those things, they grow like weeds, so there's not no concern about cutting one of them. I'll cut this one down. 5 or 10 are probably going to go back in its place. So you can see I've flattened it a bit this way. And I put a bit of a point on it. That's so I can stick it into my steak and put it on the fire. Like I had at my other camp, I pointed the other end. That will go down into the ground, and then I can use it to rotate it and move it closer or further away if I need to. So this is ready to go. This fire is almost burnt down enough that I can put my steak on over. Have a look. The legs are burning next to this fire. Holy cow. Let's see. It's well to put it all in. Like I said, I got the big jug of water there behind me. I can use to to make my Mr. Noodles with. A nice little spot there for my hot big one. Here. Oh, the big log cracked off though. I don't think it's gonna stay. Put it on the big log. It should stay just like that, no problem. Just a little eye around. Already seasoned, so I don't need to put no seasoning on it. And what I'm doing, look. Jam that in there without getting in my hand. And I stick it in the ground. Put it over the fire. Then it's just a matter of flipping it when it needs to be flipped. And to flip it, all I gotta do is twist the stick. Now comes the hardest part. The waiting is the hardest part. That's a quote. Show you this. See, all I gotta do to flip it is grab the stick, twist it over, and then it's flipped. So that's it. Now I'll just wait for it to cook. We'll put my noodles on now in a minute. Let them cook up, and then I'm good to go. All done. Noodles and that are all done. What a feed I got going here now. Jam that into the ground so it stands up. See it? Yep. A little bit of turpentine on my knife, that's okay. Nothing beats that. The meat was seasoned with Montreal steak spice and marinade. I bought it already done. It's very peppery. It's very good done on a fire like that. got my noodles and my tea. I'm just going to eat this steak up first. Very tasty. Last piece. Dirty knife. Clean knife. That's how that works, isn't it? Now it's clean. Probably cleaner than when I started eating. Now I have noodles. Ooh. And a cup of tea. Not as tasty as the steak. But filling. Alright, I'm just gonna go and finish this. And then we'll see what happens from there. I've done what I set out to do today. That big log is burnt away to nothing. That was my goal. Yeah. To burn a big log. You gotta set goals when you come out in the wilderness. Just gonna let that fire smolder down now and burn away. Might poke at it another bit. Clean up my stuff and go for a little walk. That sounds like a plan. Now the birds are coming around. I'm going to start packing up a bit of stuff now. Leave my pot for last because I'm going to go to the little river there and get some water and throw on the fire before I leave. Other than that, I can pack up pretty much everything else. I'll get ready to go for a walk. And change the battery on my camera. It's getting pretty low. It's down on 1 bar. Only about 20 minutes left. I'm so glad I got those other 2 batteries. They make a world of difference, they do. I was kind of hoping it to warm up a little bit more than this today. I was supposed to get up around 12 or so, 12 or 14. But it didn't. It's still only 10, which is not bad. But it's not the greatest for setting up the hammock, because the hammock sucks the heat out of your back when you lay in it. I didn't use hardly any of the wood that I put underneath the bench. Just a handful or 2 out of it, that's all. Maybe a dozen sticks. I still got some left on the table there, so I'm just going to poke that underneath. And like I said, that'll be there for next time it comes up. Hopefully. Too bad this spot, my other spot is next to a bigger pond, but I'd have to walk for a little while. But too bad this spot wasn't next to a pond or a river with fish in it. I could go fishing wild here. That's going to be a goal of mine too. I'm going to set up a camp somewhere near where I can just stay in my camp, get up, and go fishing right from my camp. That'd be ideal. Maybe take up a inflatable raft or something with me and head there. But that's for a later time. I said this year here is all about my new camp. I came here as a relaxation day today. Well, tea's gone. Flies in the beard. Oh no, tea in the beard. Wet. Time to start packing up this little bit of stuff that I got out. It's not much by no means. Gonna keep my gloves out. I put some snacks in my vest for walking. I'm not going far. I'm not filling up my canteen. I'm not going to need that. I've had plenty to drink today between the noodles and the tea and stuff I had this morning before I left the house. So, yep. I'll get back with you in a little bit. Probably when I'm on my way out. Well, all packed up. Fire out. Here's what's left of that big stick. Oh, that was the last of it. Yeah, fire's out. Everything's packed up. So we'll go for our little walk now. To the gullies. Have a little look around. Maybe have a sit down. Oh, nice this looks. Nice looking one.